What's up, Juventini? Another day and another name tops the list as top target at striker for Juventus. Rasmus Hojlund. Will he be the guy? What are the details that Juve is looking at to complete this move? We're going to look at that. We've got the latest on Kolo Muani, Dusan Vlahovic, and Renato Veiga statuses with Juventus. We've got also another top target at fullback, but is it going to be a day late, a buck short for Juventus? We'll tackle all that and take a look at the three names expected to be back on the squad list for the huge match against Lazio on Saturday. I'm Berto, this is the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's May 7th. Let's rock with the news. We kick things off with the top target at striker position as of today is Rasmus Hojlund. He is being labeled as a top target above Osimhen, above Lookman, and above Retegui. And apparently Juve is looking at a maneuver that could see one of Dusan Vlahovic or Douglas Luiz heading in the opposite direction to finalize this move. Rasmus Hojlund tops the list. Should he be topping the list, everybody? Weigh in the comments. When it comes to Dusan Vlahovic and his involvement in this particular move, we are heading for Chiesa 2.0 potentially with Vlahovic. And that is because if he isn't involved in a move like this, even if he is involved, it's going to be what are the numbers coming back. But Nico Skira states that 100% Dusan Vlahovic will be leaving Juventus this summer. He is not remaining. Some fans have been nervous about it, claiming, are we sure that Vlahovic is going to be leaving Juventus? Who is going to buy him? Who is going to purchase him for the numbers we need to see? He will 100% be leaving. But why it could become a Chiesa 2.0 situation is because we might not get the numbers we need, and we might find ourselves in a situation where that number dwindles dramatically. A swap move could help us out big time because the purchase team could have some flexibility that way in the number that they have on a player coming to us. So it could actually work. But on a standalone deal, we could be heading for disaster with Vlahovic. So a swap might be the best play. But according to Skira, 100% he will be leaving. So if anybody has doubts about that, I wouldn't. I don't see any ways remaining. It just depends on can Juve make it a best case scenario for themselves in terms of his departure. When it comes to another target Juve's got eyes on, Miguel Gutierrez of Girona, the fullback, having a standout season. He has been in 94% of their appearances. He has had 20% direct involvement in goals for the club, and he is drawing a lot of attention. According to Nico Skira, he is a concrete target for Juventus. But is it going to be a day late, a buck short for Juventus? The purchase price is estimated at 25 million euros. This all seems great. What's the issue? Here's the issue. I'm not buying that purchase price, and that's because Real Madrid has a sell-on clause. So if Girona is going to be moving him, I expect a higher price than 25 million euros. Also, Real Madrid has buyback option on the player, something that they are well known for doing. This summer, the buyback option would be 9 million euros. It increases to 10 million euros next summer. So right now, this could amount to absolutely nothing for Juventus despite the high interest. Interest that I like. I would love to see Juventus sign Miguel Gutierrez, but it is completely in the hands of Real Madrid. What does the media say about this? Well, Spanish outlets are claiming that Real Madrid is not looking to bring him back. However, there are some outlets across Spain and Italy claiming that Real Madrid will not be taking up the buyback option. That is the kicker on Miguel Gutierrez. So we have to wait on that. But Skira says Juve is carrying concrete interest for the fullback. Let's see how it plays out. In terms of Kolo Muani, Juve does want to retain the player. However, it has to be through the road of a loan. So we must wait to see if that possibility is there for Juventus. When you get to Renato Veiga, Juve is convinced in the defender. However, a 50 million euro fee that was being reported that I never bought is continuously being reported, and that could be the price tag. The kicker here to watch, because Juve will try another loan, as they will with Kolo Muani. They are reported to be trying another loan. The kicker here is Chelsea. Where do they finish in the table? And is Maresca, who rates Veiga highly, going to actually be around for the club? So these are things we have to look at and take into consideration. So it's not completely dead in the water for Veiga. There's just some outside factors we must wait upon. That's the roundup on some moves that could be happening in the summer. When you come to our next match, the massive one against Lazio on Saturday, 3 names expected to jump back into the list. It is expected Gatti, Koopmeiners, and Dusan Vlahovic will all 3 make the squad list. There is optimism around all 3 of them being in there. And Vlahovic did not train with the group today, and Koopmeiners still having some discomfort in that Achilles tendon, but all 3 of them are carrying optimism that they could be in there. Would any of these guys actually start? Gatti would probably be the one I would look at starting, but I'm not in such a race or panic to get Dusan in there. I still think I start Kolo Muani. And Koopmeiners, I wouldn't start him, and I wouldn't start McKennie there. I would go with one of Imbangula, Chico Conceição, or even Adzic. What do you think? Hit me in the comments, everybody, as that wraps up your news break. And you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army, but let's mix it up in the comments. As always, I'll be back tomorrow with another edition. Till then, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.